hasn't kicked a ball in a week. He made $3.2 million anyway. One Instagram post. 3 seconds of screen time. That's what Cristiano Ronaldo's attention is worth in 2024. He's the most followed person on the planet. 630 million people. And every single one of those followers is a revenue stream. He hasn't retired. He'll never retire. Because the business of being Ronaldo never stops. Cristiano Ronaldo grew up in poverty in Madeira, a tiny island off the coast of Portugal. His father was a gardener. They lived in a house with a corrugated iron roof. And from the moment he arrived at Sporting Lisbon as a 12-year-old with nothing but a bag and a talent, he developed a relationship with his own image that most athletes never do. He didn't just want to be good at football, he wanted to be famous for it. Those are two completely different goals, and that distinction is worth $200 million a year. In 2016, Ronaldo signed what is believed to be the largest endorsement deal in sports history, a lifetime contract with Nike reportedly worth over $1 billion, not per year, total, but structured with royalties on every CR7 boot, every kit sale, every piece of merchandise that bears his name. For context, Michael Jordan's Nike deal now generates over $1.5 billion per year for Jordan, 40 years after he signed it. Ronaldo is building toward that same model, a passive income stream tied not to his performance, but to his name. The boots will keep selling long after he stops wearing them. Nike is just one piece. Ronaldo built his own brand, CR7, clothing, fragrances, underwear, eyewear, bed sheets, headphones. The CR7 brand generates an estimated $60 million per year in licensing revenue alone. He doesn't manufacture any of it. He licenses his name and likeness to partners who produce, distribute, and sell. He collects the royalty. It's the oldest model in luxury fashion, applied to a kid from Madeira who understood early that his face was his most valuable asset. Not his left foot, his face. Then there's Instagram. Ronaldo has over 630 million followers, more than any human being on the platform. Each sponsored post earns an estimated $2.4 to $3.2 million. He posts approximately 10 to 15 sponsored pieces of content per year. That's $30 to $45 million. From photos. Brands like Herbalife, Clear Shampoo, and Jacob & Co. watches don't pay for his football ability. They pay for his eyeballs. And he has more eyeballs pointed at him than any other person on earth. No stadium required. In 2014, Ronaldo partnered with the Pestana Group, Portugal's largest hotel chain, to create Pestana CR7 hotels. Lisbon, Funchal, Madrid, New York. Not hotels with his name on a sign. Hotels designed around the CR7 lifestyle concept, sleek, aspirational, performance-driven. Alongside that, CR7 fitness gyms. The logic is clean. He's the world's most famous fitness icon, selling the lifestyle he actually lives to people who want to live it too. The margin on aspiration is enormous, and it compounds every year he stays relevant. When Ronaldo joined Al Nassr in January 2023, the package was reported at $200 million per year, but salary was only part of it. The deal included commercial rights, the legal right to use Ronaldo's image across Saudi Arabia and the broader Middle East. For the Saudi government, this wasn't a sports signing. It was a soft power strategy. For Ronaldo, it was access to 400 million Arabic-speaking consumers who had never had a superstar of this magnitude represent them directly. He didn't move to Saudi Arabia for the football. He moved for the market. Here's something most people don't understand. Image rights, the legal right to use someone's face, name, and likeness commercially, are entirely separate from salary. They're negotiated independently and taxed differently. Ronaldo controls his image rights through his own holding company, structured across jurisdictions to minimize tax liability. In Spain, this structure led to an investigation. The result? An $18.8 million settlement with Spanish tax authorities. The model survived. But the lesson is clear. At this level, the legal architecture around your name matters as much as the name itself. Ronaldo doesn't run any of this alone. Jorge Mendes, described by the Financial Times as the most powerful sports agent in the world, has managed him since he was 17 years old. Alongside Mendes, a team of tax attorneys, brand managers, accountants, and licensing executives operating across multiple countries simultaneously. Every deal is structured. Every post is approved. Every partnership goes through a filter. Ronaldo is the face. The machine behind the face operates 24 hours a day. Most athletes have a manager. Ronaldo has a corporation. This model is almost impossible to replicate. Even Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest footballer ever to play, has a completely different commercial profile. Messi is quieter, more private. His deals are significant but smaller. Ronaldo's commercial power comes from something specific. Extraordinary physical presence, relentless self-promotion, 20 years of social media dominance, and the willingness to be a brand at every moment. You cannot teach that combination. Most athletes would find it exhausting. Ronaldo finds it essential. That difference is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. But this empire has a price. The Spanish tax case cost him 18.8 million euros and his reputation in Spain permanently. The lifestyle required to sustain the brand is extreme. No alcohol ever, sleep tracked nightly to 8 hours minimum, ice baths daily, body fat below 10% at age 40. Every relationship is watched. Every outfit is scrutinized. Every statement is parsed. The brand demands perfection at all times, and maintaining that standard for 20 years, across 2 decades of media pressure, is a burden most human beings couldn't carry for a week. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just play the game, he changed what the game could be worth. Subscribe to Behind the Empire. We go inside the systems, the deals, and the empires that most people never see. Hit the bell. Share this with someone who thinks football is just a sport. Because at this level, it hasn't been a sport for a very long time.